Please remember to check out our other videos and to click on the subscribe button and tap on the bell icon so you get notifications each time we upload another video. Being the first fully electric estate in the UK, you'd expect the new MG5 would have plenty of space on offer, and it does. Loading our pushchair is quite literally a case of chucking it in, so no issues here. We also managed a tip run and offloaded a broken treadmill, a CD rack, a bookcase and a fair amount of cardboard, all of which would have meant at least 2 trips in most other cars, so it's fair to say the MG passes this test. Florence gets herself in these days, but as a demonstration, the MG's roofline is nicely set so you won't break your back when doing so. The rear passenger space is ample, comfortable, and long journeys in the back should be no issue. This is further aided by the flat floor, which genuinely makes life easier, especially with children. Now, I did most of my driving at night, and from the driver's perspective, it's a great place to be. It's well lit with easy to read instrumentation, and the electrochromatic rear view mirror prevents dazzle from other drivers nicely. From the outside, the LED DRLs at the front give the MG a nice premium look, and this continues to the rear where the tail lights are also full LED, and in my opinion look great. However, the headlights lack penetration, and the high beam in particular seemed very poor. I would definitely need these upgrading. We took the MG to a 150 kilowatt polar charger to check out its charging speeds after running it down to 2% state of charge. Amazingly, after a few minutes we were at 71 kilowatts and it peaked to 80 kilowatts, giving us 80% in 37 minutes. The full charge took 51 kilowatt hours and came in at 1 hour and 9 minutes. Quite impressive and great for long journeys. The performance is good, and on paper is just over 7.7 seconds to 60 miles per hour, but it feels much quicker and you have bucket loads of torque on offer, so you definitely won't get bored. You won't be disappointed with the range either. Quoted at 214 miles on the WLTP cycle, you can see here that's easily achievable, and this particular range test was all motorway and in awful conditions. Hello and welcome to another episode. We have been really lucky to have the MG5 for a week, and it's going back tomorrow. And we've had a really good drive in it, lots of different conditions and lots of different types of roads. So I feel like we've had a really good test.
We have. How far have we gone so far? If we just lean over there and have a quick look. We've done 467 miles so far, and it's been 467 really good miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, really pleased overall. We've sort of put it through its paces in terms of general life use with Florence, the running buggy, the pushchair, and I've done a couple of tip runs in it as well. So, and it's been loaded up all down the back, and it's performed really, really well. In fact, I think I've got one real negative that I would have to alter, and I think what have you got? 1 or 2? 2?
2 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, 2, but they're a bit of a stretch really.
And some of them are personal, probably just to me.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, am I away? So, shall I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so for me, I've done a lot of driving at night with it, and the headlights aren't up to scratch, in my opinion. One particular occasion I was driving with Florence, there was really heavy rain and it was dark, and I don't feel like I could see as well as I should have been able to see. And I'm not sure if that's because I've just got used to cars with LED headlights, which are fantastic, but I feel this should have at least LEDs. I do.
No,
and I feel like I would have to upgrade them, and I know there's legalities that surround that, but actually the short and low of it is I need to be able to see where I'm going. Something else I'd really like is privacy glass all the way around. I'd like it, especially on these back windows, and maybe a little bit darker on the front. Obviously legal, but it's just something that it sort of helps out with sun, and when you've got a lot of glass, and this car's got a lot of glass, really good visibility, you would definitely need that in the hotter months, I think. Definitely in the summer.
Yeah.
So, but that is literally my one major concern and my one issue is in terms of the car itself. Apart from that, everything else I completely love. I think it's an excellent car.
See, I didn't get to drive it the first time round when you met up with Miles.
Yeah.
And I saw some pictures of it and I saw the video, and I wasn't keen.
On the
look of it.
Oh,
I didn't like how it looked. I just wasn't overly sure about it. And then it turned up on our drive, and actually it's really nice.
It is. I don't think blue is my favourite colour. I would go for white because I just like white cars. All our cars have always been white, but I think it looks better in white, and it allows you to do a little bit extra if you wanted to. Sorry about that. If you wanted to dechrome it, or darken the wheels, it sort of, I think it has a bit more of an impact on a whiter car than it does on something like this. So.
No, I agree. I've done a couple of trips on the motorway in this, and one of them I was with Florence, and I have to say the wind noise and the noise just generally when you're driving on the motorway, it's not as quiet as it could be. I struggled to hear Florence when she was talking to me in the back. I don't know if that's something you've noticed when you've been on the motorway.
Yeah, I did to a degree, but to be honest, I was blasting the tunes out. So I had the Android Auto on and Deezer, and so probably I didn't tune into it quite like you do, especially because your hearing's not amazing. Well, it's true, isn't it?
It is true.
You'll probably pick up on that a little bit more than me. So was it bad?
Well, I struggle with background noise. If there's background noise, I can't tend to hear very well, and yeah, it was for me.
Ah, okay. So maybe that's the tyres. The tyres that are on it. It's possible, but
it's not horrendous. It's just louder than what I'm used to.
Yeah. Okay.
And with a lot of electric cars, other electric cars we've driven, it's been quieter.
Definitely. So let me talk to you about range. When I picked it up from Burnley, and I drove it from Burnley to Cheltenham and from Cheltenham to Banbury. I got to Banbury with 6%, and I think it was 170 miles, something like that. When I left on 92%. So that'll give you an idea. There's another 8% in there. And I was well impressed by that. That was at real motorway speeds. That's not doing 60, 65, that's doing 70 miles an hour, sometimes a little bit over that when my attention slipped.
Just going back to the size of the car,
yeah.
For me, personally, I know I've been used to driving the Model S, but the Model S had sensors, so I knew if I was getting too close to something. I can't see the end of the bonnet, and it is a long car.
I can't either.
No. So if you're reversing, it's fine because you've got the sensors, but if you are going forwards into a space or towards something, it doesn't tell you when you're close. And for me, I find that quite tricky. But again, that could, like I said earlier, that's a personal thing potentially. Other people might not find that a problem.
The ZS EV has MG Pilot, and it's bloody awesome. It's really good, especially on long journeys. And I'll be honest, I could have used that quite easily on that journey down. When the motorways are quite busy, you really notice that the people you're following speed tends to do this, and it alters constantly, and you have to keep flicking the stalk and adjusting it backwards and forwards. So I would have liked that, and if it was an option, I would have it without a doubt.
So the regen, I think, is really good. It defaults to setting number 2 out of 3 for the regen, and it will bring you to not quite a stop, but to under 8 miles an hour, so you only just have to press the brakes. So you're really not using them a lot at all, are you?
No, the regen is like a massive thing for me. I love regen.
Me too.
The more of it, the better.
Yeah.
And even at 100% state of charge, you still do get some regen. Not massive, but you do get some. But it's great. It is just great to have that much available at your foot tip, I suppose I could say. Your foot tip.
At your foot, probably would just be enough.
At your foot. At your foot. But yeah, it's really powerful, and well impressed by that. So yeah, another thumbs up for the MG.
Definitely.
Another improvement that I've seen on the MG5 and like on the ZS EV now is that the bongs that were originally there that just annoyed probably 9 out of 10 owners with the Comfort 2 update have now gone, but they're very appropriate in the way they are in here. The seatbelt warning, the you've opened the door warning, it's just nice, it's acceptable, I think.
It's stuff you'd expect as opposed to consistent.
Yeah, and it's I think it's fair to say that MG just learnt. They thought, okay, they don't like bongs, we probably need to tame them down, and they altered the software, and it's great that they've done that. And you can see the improvement from when we went to the original ZS EV release in, was it July last year, some point July last year, to where we're at now. the improvements it's just excellent, and it's good to see. And I dare say that the next variants will get even better still.
It shows that they're listening.
It does,
doesn't it? And you know, taking everything people are saying into consideration, which is fantastic. This
has just been a sort of a short insight into what it's like living with it in full time as a family, and I can honestly say it's been excellent. The few things I found that I'm not too keen on, and I don't know about UK, but I definitely wouldn't not buy it for them reasons. They wouldn't stop me. I would definitely upgrade the lights, and add the privacy glass, but I would definitely buy one of these. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm really pleased I've actually been able to spend some time in it and see it properly, rather than just on a video. And to anybody else who's looking at one and who's looking at the video, try and get to see one, because it looks so much better.
It does.
In real life than it does on a video.
It's true. The pictures don't do it any justice.
No,
they really don't, especially in blue. Get white one.
Get white one. We've had a few comments as people have walked past our house actually about it, and they've all been really positive.
We did yesterday. A couple. Yeah, she said it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's beautiful.
I was like, beautiful. I'd be like, it's more than acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're not. I don't think it's the sort of car that you want in your family that you're going to walk away from it and turn around and go, yeah, that's my car. But it's definitely more than acceptable. And remember, it's so versatile. It really is. It really is. So, should we end it there?
I think so.
Actually, Florence, what do you think of the new car? You don't know. She's on the fence. She's on the fence.
That's a first.
Yeah, it is. In fact, let me just grab the GoPro to show you what the room is in the back here. If I can just do that. It's just massive, and it's big. Florence, do you like it in here?
Yeah.
Good girl. Well done. Just going to pop you back down there. So, I think we're done.
I think we're done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter @Kate Phantom, and we'll see you again soon with another episode.